Hey, I'm going to talk to you about a brand new method I've come up with for working out the key of a song. I'm going to talk about how the method works to start with, and then I'm going to go and have a look at some examples, take you through them, and you'll be able to see how this thing works in real life. The first thing you've got to do is try and identify where you can hear a semitone in the music. This could be part of the vocal melody, or it could be a part of the guitar riff, but you're looking for two notes that are literally next to each other. So they could be E and F, or A and B flat. A semitone is also known as a half step, so you can use either term, it's absolutely fine. Now, the higher of those two notes, when you've found the semitone, there's a very good chance that that is the key. So if the semitone was E and F, there's a good chance that the key is F major. There is another possibility, and the key could be a fifth from F. And if you're familiar with power chords, you'll be able to find this quite quickly. So if I play an F power chord, think of the old that tune. So in that chord, I've got F, and the fifth, which is the other note I'm playing, which is C. It's called a fifth because it's the fifth note of the F major scale. So once you found that semitone, say if the semitone was E and F, the choices are it could either be F major or it could be C major. There's only literally one note different between those two keys. And so rather than trying to play the whole scale against the track, I want to just target those notes that are going to be different. So what we do, if E and F was the semitone, I'm going to take F and play the major scale starting on F, but I'm going to stop when I get to the fourth note. And then play that fourth note against the track. If it sounds good, brilliant. We can say the key's definitely F major. If it sounds bad, then you need to try moving that fourth note up a semitone, up a fret. So instead of playing 11 on the B string, I'll play 12 on the B string. If 11 sounded bad, 12 will probably sound good. It's going to be one or the other. If 12 sounded better than 11, then the key would be whatever the next fret is. So you have to go up one fret. This is like a shortcut, but you don't really have to understand how it works. It just does. So say if the fourth note of the F major scale sounded bad, you try moving that note up a fret. If that sounds good, then the key is the next fret after that. That's how this formula works. So I'm going to look at some actual examples. The first tune is one of my own compositions. It's a thing called Crab Racing, and it's the tune that I played when I won the Guitarist of the Year competition back in 1998, a long time ago. So this is how it goes. So we're looking for a semitone. Okay, so the semitone is on the thin E string and it's 7 and 8. So I'm going to take the 8, take the higher one of those two notes, which is C, and I'm going to play the C major scale, but I'm going to stop when I get to the fourth note. And then I'm going to see if that note sounds okay against the rest of the track. Yeah, wasn't sure to begin with, but on the second part of the riff, it seemed to harmonise quite nicely with the rest of the track. So yeah, I'm happy with that. And because of that, I'm going to say this is in the key of C, because say the C was the higher of the two notes of the semitone that we identified. Okay, I'm going to have a look at another example now, because it's not always going to go that smoothly. So let's have a look at an example where it won't be so smooth. Okay, so in Can't Hurry Love, you've got a semitone, can't hurt, 5 and 4 on the G string. So in terms of notes, that is B and C. So C, again, is the higher one of those two notes. So I'm going to play a major scale starting on the C, but I'm going to stop on the 4th note. And then I'm going to play that 4th note against the track, just to see if it sounds any good. Man, I had to stop that as quick as I could. That was shocking. Okay, so if the 4th note doesn't sound good, then if you move it up a fret, it should sound great. To wait until that backing vocal came in because it was actually on the same note, you know. So it actually uses that note within the vocal melody. Now I've had to move the 4th note up a fret. The key is another fret after that. So I've gone from F to F sharp. So the key is going to be G major. That's how this formula works. So what I'm going to do, just to sort of make sure that there aren't any kind of rogue notes from the G major scale when I play it against the track, I'm going to do exactly that. That sounded great. So we can say that Can't Hurry Love is in the key of G major. Let's have a look at another example. Very exciting. This one is Living on a Prayer. Okay, so straight away, the very first thing you hear is a semitone. So it's on the G string, you've got 12 and 11. That is your semitone, that is your half step. So we're going to assume that 12 or G is the key. So we're going to assume it's in G major. I'm going to play the G major scale up to the 4th note and play that 4th note against the track, see if it fits. Yeah, as soon as that C chord came in on the keyboard, obviously that fitted the C note perfectly, so we don't have to go any further, so we can say great, Living on a Prayer is in the key of G major. Let's have a look at the final one. This is another one I'm sure you'll recognise. Okay, so we've got 2 semitones there. I'm going to try the first one. So that was part of the D chord. That was on the thin E string 2 and 3, so that's F sharp and G. So I'm going to take the higher one of those 2 notes, which is the G, make that into a major scale, but I'm going to stop on the 4th note. And I'm going to play that 4th note against the track and see if it sounds okay or not okay. Actually, I'm going to go back to the start of the track, it's a bit easier. Yeah, that didn't sound good at all. So I'm going to have to move that up 1 fret and try that note, see if that works. Yeah, on the second part of that riff, where it changed to the A chord, that matched one of the notes in the chord that it was playing. So the key, because we've had to move that 4th note up a fret to make it fit, the key is another fret after that. So that that was C sharp, so the key is going to be D major. I'm going to play the D major scale against the track just to make sure. Let's see if, you know, just to check there's no bad notes. Cool. So there's nothing clashing there. There's a pretty good chance you might have thought that Summer of '69 was in the key of D major. If you did, well done, you got it right. But this method is a little bit more scientific than just looking at whatever the first chord of the song is and saying, oh, it's in the key of D. Because on certain songs, that doesn't work. Sweet Home Alabama is a good example of that. And you got the same problem on the verse section of Sweet Child of Mine. You think, oh, it's in D. It isn't. So that's how this method works. I hope it wasn't too complicated for you. If it was, rewind the video and have another look. You'll get it eventually, I'm sure. Thanks ever so much for watching, and if you liked it, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.